Good morning, crocheters. So today I'm asking your opinion, thoughts. I need some feedback. So I made another Miranda panda last night. So I recorded a tutorial to kind of go with it. It might need, it's going to need a decent amount of editing because while I was doing it, I was kind of tweaking some things and I learned some things as well. So here goes. So this is the new Miranda panda. So the difference is this was the very first one. So I did shorten the nose. That was something that people were kind of concerned about. And I agreed. I just wasn't sure how to work around it. So I think I found a decent workaround. Mostly you just have to stuff the nose really, really well. That way when you sew, or the snout, that way when you sew the nose on, it doesn't completely disappear. And then I also changed how I did the ears. I have someone working on this pattern, kind of doing a rough test. And this one, the ears are just a feather stitch. And she was like, I am really struggling to figure that out. So I decided to go about it a different way, but so that it still continues. So what you do is you make the ears the very first thing. And then as you're crocheting from the back to the front, you just crochet them right into the rest of the head as you go. So, so it's still continuous. The other thing I changed, I added the little line below the nose, and I made the eye patches on this one bigger than they were on this one, because I felt like on this one that they just looked like they had oblong eyes, not necessarily that there was a definite eye patch or eye markings, you know. So this is what I have. And so on this one, I did try weighting the bottom. The problem that I have with stuffing beads in amigurumi is that they don't stay at the bottom. It's really weird. It's like they climb. So I put like 1/4 cup of stuffing beads in the nylon, and then I put some fiberfill on top of that, and then I put it in here. And then as I added more and more fiberfill, the weighted stuffing beads just like kept climbing up, and they kept getting above the fiberfill. So probably most of like the stuffing beads are actually sitting right here, which doesn't help it sit up, you know, the way I wanted it to. But so I think it's just going to be like this. It's going to be a little bum in the air panda, and I'm just going to lean into it and love it and say that that's cute enough. And if you can figure out a way to like really get it weighted and solid so that it stays on its 4 feet and the head in the air, that would be really cute too. So the question that I have, fishing for feedback here, is what should I name these things? Because when I kind of originally held this one up, the very first Miranda panda, I was thinking that I would kind of have like a series, and I would call them the yarn babies. You know, so like the chubby bunny would be a part of the yarn baby series, and so would the Miranda panda. But last night I was trying to explain to my husband, you know, kind of the difference between my baby patterns and my yarn baby patterns, and it got really confusing really fast, and I don't want to be confusing, you know. So if you're kind of new to my channel, I have like the really big patterns that I do, and then I have ones that are smaller, and I call these ones the baby patterns. So like this is the baby sheep, and this is the baby elephant, and this is the baby pig. You know, so I call these babies. You know, these are my baby patterns, you know, in comparison to their much larger counterparts. I guess the baby pig actually doesn't have a much larger counterpart yet. Probably someday though. And so the issue that I'm running into is that it's confusing to say like, these are my baby patterns, this is my yarn baby pattern, especially where like someday I want to make a yarn baby sheep, you know, like honestly, I want to make it right now, because when I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so cute. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with, is like, what do I name this this series that is coming up, you know, because so my very first thought was like, all right, well, I named this one the Chubby Bunny, kind of going off of that, you know, that game, the Chubby Bunny party game where you stuff your face with marshmallows. I mean, so that one worked, but I don't really, I mean, especially where I'm hoping to start pairing animals, you know, or patterns with people's names. I don't know that like a Miranda would want a chubby panda, you know, like a chubby Miranda panda. I don't know, like most of my subscribers are women, so most of the names would be, you know, women for the animals. And I just don't think that, you know, most women are like, yeah, I want to be, you know, I want my name in correlation with chubby. It's just a little bit not flattering, I would say. So like the Chubby Bunny is okay, I think, for the bunny, but I don't necessarily want to call this the Chubby Panda. So what do I call them? What, you know, because I always lean toward saying baby because, I don't know, I like babies. I like small things. Way before I got into making amigurumi, I told my husband that someday we were going to have a miniature animal farm, you know, like, oh my gosh, miniature cows, so cute, you know, miniature cows, miniature donkeys, probably ponies, not miniature horses, you know, but like ponies and, you know, just like everything, like, ooh, if they're miniature alpacas, like, heck yes, like I was just gonna have this farm of miniature animals. So I guess I'm manifesting that this way. Anyway, so I like small things, and so I lean toward calling things, you know, baby. But that can get really confusing really fast. So that's what I'm asking from you guys today. So I'm calling you out on the carpet. You know, these people, these lovely people, lovely subscribers who comment to me often. So like, Donna, I want to know your thoughts. Shalene, tell me what you think. Erica, please, suggestions. Who else talks to me a lot? I know I'm going to miss someone, and I hope that's not offensive. But there are lots of Deborahs out there. Deborah, Debbie, thoughts? I would love to know. Because the one thought I did have was like, well, they're kind of, I mean, they're small, almost like a teacup pig or like a teacup poodle. Like maybe I could call them the teacup series. But I don't know if that's just really confusing when you're searching for an amigurumi pattern. And you're like, I don't know. You don't think of teacup and amigurumi unless you're crocheting a teacup. So I'm just not sure. I mean, do I call them the littles, the munchkins, the smalls? That's kind of cute, the small series. I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts. That's where this is going. So I think other than that, that's kind of what's on my mind. That's what's in the zeitgeist today. I'm really, really happy with these guys. This one is just a little bit cuter, and I am really, really thrilled with it. So yeah, I've got to work on, like I said when I was recording the tutorial, I made some tweaks. So I'm going to have to edit the tutorial really hard and heavy, which will take longer. But honestly, like, this project works up super fast. I was able to make it just kind of in like odd moments throughout the day when I'd have a chance to sneak away and work on the recording. So yeah, they work up real fast. But anyway, I'm just chatting now. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day for just sitting and chatting, but I've got so much to do, so I'd probably better go do that. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I will talk to you again soon, and also in the comments. So leave me any suggestions that you have. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you.